Meghan hits record with a notable number of haters in the UK. A satisfactory ending for the hypocrite. Hello friends, welcome to the hottest news of the day about the cursed couple Harry and Meghan Markle on our Kate Middleton and the Queen News version 2 channel. The latest report is showing that the number of people who hate Meghan Markle in the UK is reaching a record. There are so many reasons for this number to grow even more, according to experts. The majority of people don't actually hate Meghan, they dislike her. Now, there are some people who dislike her pretty intensely because of how she acts. And then there are people who claim that racism is a factor that fuels the dislike all the more. Now, of course, there are people out there who have something wrong with them. They are sick in the head, and they really are hateful. But they're not representative of most people. See, they're just useful for the people who want to defend Meghan through engaging in selective bias. People really hate lies. People don't appreciate people who are always playing the victim. People don't appreciate hypocrisy, manipulation, the list goes on. And what people also hate is getting attacked for the crime of pointing all of this out. They don't know Meghan, but there are people who are going to defend her. And I think Meghan's supporters mostly don't even know her personally, but they're going to defend her no matter what. And people like that are bound to confuse hatred with rubbernecking interest and with criticism too. Now, supposedly, there really are people out there who view Meghan as some type of compassionate humanitarian, a dedicated worker for charities, a feminist icon, a trailblazing woman of color, a queen of the hearts of people, and a victim of racism, as well as a target for online trolls and hatred, a victim of confronting a rabid press. But to other people, especially those of us who do our due diligence, we see all that as pure garbage, and we think she's a phony, she's a fraud, she's a hypocrite, she's a bully, she's a liar, and she's an attention seeker. She's a narcissist. She's just not a likable person, and somehow she retains favor and grace from people who either cannot or will not see through the exhaustive and perpetual victim playing that she does. So I was watching This Morning Today, and they were discussing the Fab Four photo of the now senior royals. So they were talking about how Harry and Meghan had also put out their own photo, but that people online are always just going to despise Meghan and Harry and whatever they do. That they can never do right according to some people. That people like that don't even know them. That all Harry and Meghan really want to do is support their charities. That they're almost used as convenient media distractions, doled out to divert attention away from the government. And that their photo is really just as lovely as the one of the Fab Four. I thought, what in the world kind of gaslighting is this? It's just a lazy attempt to ignore why people are so critical of the two of them. And it really forgets why they are so despised. It forgets all of the lies they've told. It disregards that these charity endeavors are really just celebrity money laundering. They registered their charity foundation in Delaware for a reason. They wanted to be able to keep 95% of the donations. And they have no accountability whatsoever. And their PR is always following the royal PR because it's really nothing more than clapbacks born out of pathetic and bold attention seeking. And it's also riding the coattails of the only thing that offers them any status whatsoever. See, Meghan and Harry only have a profile at all because they are connected to the royal family. And so long as people are not willing to do some critical thinking and do their due diligence, then I'm afraid that Meghan and Harry are always going to have their supporters out there. They're always going to have some people who they manage to trick with all of their victim playing. And they're going to be willing to condemn those who are simply exposing their horrible, ugly behavior. Now, there are many royal experts out there who are speaking out. They say that at the moment, the people who hate Meghan Markle are not just the people of Britain. Many people are not happy with their behavior in the US either. So one irritant is that the two of them have to put their 2 cents into any issue whatsoever. It doesn't matter whether they know anything about it or not. And people don't appreciate being lectured by the likes of them. Neither of them are as smart or knowledgeable as they believe themselves to be. They just cling on to any new issue, and people don't think that any behavior is really beneath them, especially after Meghan's behavior 2 days after the Uvalde murders. Some royal fans out there have been sending Harry and Meghan some pretty thoughtful messages. So they wrote, "Dear Harry and Meghan, your personality disorder is named for Narcissus from Greek mythology, who fell in love with his own reflection. You devour people, consume their output, and then cast their empty, writhing shells aside when done with them to fulfill your own narcissistic needs, without any regard for the hurtful consequences of your selfish actions." You continually paint a picture of yourself as the victim or being innocent in all your attempts to bolster your self-esteem through grandiose fantasy, exaggerated ambition, exhibitionism, and feelings of entitlement, and you are deeply offended by the truth. Harry, your narcissist wife can't be faithful. This is because to Meghan you don't exist, except as a mirror. When Meghan looks at you, all she sees is her own reflection. Distort this reflection and she will go find another mirror. It's as simple or as complicated as that. In closing, I would like to remind you both, what is done in the dark will come to light. The passage of time has a way of showing people's true colors. So the gruesome twosome have spent the last few years attacking the royal family, and they have paid special attention to the Prince of Wales and his wife, and also to King Charles III and his wife as well. Now, most of their statements have been lies and complete nonsense too. When the Queen was still around, they aimed a few pot shots at her as well. She was not off limits. So basically, their behavior and their antics have been so ugly, so spiteful, and certainly not of the standard that would be expected of them. The people of Britain cannot stand the greed and the selfishness that they see in Harry and Meghan. They're always wanting things that never really belong to them, including the King's crown. There are 4 other people in line to the throne, and 3 of them are just kids. So no, Harry will never, ever, ever be king. They can stop jumping all over people just because they believe their answer is better. Prince Harry is 5th in line to the throne, but he's not going to see that throne unless everyone before him passes away early or maybe is assassinated. And Harry doesn't seem too concerned about stepping into that position anytime soon. So Harry, you're free. You can go on living your life and raising your 2 invisible children. His grandmother ruled for an amazing 70 years, and she died at age 96. Too many other people are going to be serving a long time before he ever would have to think about going on that throne. So if we're trying to explain Harry and Meghan's schemes, the people who are questioning their behavior should really watch their infamous actions in domestic events. One expert asserts, it's justified. I would like to mention this is not just the UK, it's the Commonwealth and other realms globally, as well as Meghan is the problem. And always will be looking at her life. It's a trail of destruction, nothing positive about her. Harry was used and controlled, and he followed Meghan with blind loyalty. If it was a tragic story, really, a young prince from another country that had a promising future almost close to being destroyed. What do you think about the reasons why British people hate Meghan Markle? Let us know your thoughts below in the comments section. We hope you have found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back to see you in the next videos. Bye bye now.